Hello Internet, and welcome back to some more Bazzle Spot Live. This is the Bazzle Spot Wednesday, but we are just going to be focusing really on Battle Spot from now on. Really, don't think too many people are interested in VGC 17 anymore. So hopefully you saw Monday's video where we were using this good old Lipid and Brillium team, and we actually won both games. But I really do expect to lose some games to Tapu Lele, which does look like a big threat to this team. Tapu Koko, Tapu Fini. There are lots of things that have changed with these new games that have really put a nail in a bit of a coffin for this sort of team. But we won 2 games on Monday, so let's see if we can continue and win some more. I mean, it'd be nice to climb the ladder a little bit, wouldn't it? So this guy has got a Tapu Koko, and there are lots of new mechanics as well. So I can't encore the Greninja. The Gallade is going to have its base 110 base speed after it Mega Evolves, assuming that it is going to be the Mega. He has got a Charizard there as well. I mean, he has got 4 potential Megas on his team, actually, hasn't he? But you expect either the Gallade or the Charizard to be the one that he does Mega Evolve. But what actually do we do? I've not really played many Tapu Koko with this, so what do I actually do? I mean, Raikou is obviously very good against it. We can take advantage of the electric terrain as well. Raikou does look pretty good here. I mean, it's only really threatened by the Greninja, which is faster. But we have got hidden power, Ice, for this Garchomp. But, I don't know. What do we do against Tapu Koko? Because that's the thing that is threatening me most. Could go with Aerodactyl and Raikou, but Scizor could be an issue there. Let's do that. Let's see how that goes for us. Aerodactyl, Raikou. And we do want Volcarona. And I think we'll have Breloom as well, just so that we have got something with a Mach Punch to hit that Greninja. I mean, Greninja, it sounds strange, but Greninja really was one of the bigger problems for this team back in 2015 when they used it at Worlds. Don't think I saw any at Worlds, but I don't think anyway. I did play some strange stuff at Worlds that year, but oh, here we go. It's actually brought the Greninja out straight away. So I've gone with my Mega Aerodactyl here, knowing that Aerodactyl is faster than everything on his team. But what do we do with Raikou? So yeah, Unnerve there goes before Electric Surge. Doesn't show us anything, unfortunately. So Pressure goes next. So we do know that Raikou is slower than his Tapu Koko. Greninja's base speed is, it's 120 something, isn't it? It's faster than Raikou, unfortunately. So we could try and Tailwind here, or we could try and Skydrop the Greninja. 2 Thunderbolts might knock the Tapu Koko out as well, actually. Or maybe we just Rock Slide here. I mean, Greninja, unless it's got a Z move, it doesn't really threaten Raikou too much. So I suppose that is the biggest worry. Rock Slide. Tailwind. I don't know. Tailwind does seem quite appealing. It's just that I know I'm going to be losing Aerodactyl this turn. And I want to get some damage. I want to break a potential Sash on Greninja. So I'm going to double into this Koko. So Greninja actually does switch out. I was thinking about maybe Sky dropping that slot, but good job I didn't. And good job I didn't Thunderbolt into it as well. Yeah, I did suspect that that slot might have felt a little bit threatened, but yeah, okay, it doesn't protect the Koko. So yeah, I do think I'm going to be losing my Aerodactyl this turn, unless he flinches here. But no, he does Thunderbolt. So I'll be losing Aerodactyl here, but that's not so much of a problem. We just really have to hope that his Greninja doesn't have a Sash now, I suppose. This Thunderbolt should do a lot of damage to Tapu Koko, if not knock it out. Yeah, that does do a lot of damage, because we are taking advantage of his electric terrain as well, and we are Life Orb boosted as well. Raikou has got a higher special attack stat than Tapu Koko, so yeah, good one there. Breloom's going to come in. We still can't put anything to sleep, unfortunately, but Is he going to put his Greninja out, or is it going to be something else? It's Scizor actually that comes out. Okay. Well, that is interesting. Hidden Power Ice might not Garchomp out. I mean, if it's Assault Vested, it probably won't. I mean, he has taken some chip damage from Rock Slide. If he's Scarfed, then he can't really just Earthquake freely next to himself, unless he has got Charizard as well. So I think I'm just going to Mach Punch into Scizor. Or could Mach Punch and Hidden Power into the Garchomp as well to ensure the knockout there, even if it is Assault Vested. But then I will be breaking my own Sash as well, so I don't really want to do that. So I am just going to go for a Hidden Power here into the Garchomp and see if it does knock it out. If it's Scarf Garchomp, then few more problems, I suppose. But here's the Mach Punch. Does a bit of damage to Scizor. And Hidden Power. Let's see if it survives. It does, yeah. So that's why I was thinking maybe Mach Punching into that slot as well. But it's just Poison Jabbing into the Breloom. Okay, so I suppose, yeah, if he did try an Earthquake there, he would have been doing some damage to his own Scizor as well, which is going for a Z move. That's the Bug one, is it? So I'm possibly going to be losing my Raikou here. Okay. Well then. Garchomp is in Mach Punch range, and we know that it can't protect. The Scizor doesn't really, unless it's got Acrobatics or Aerial Ace, doesn't really threaten the Volcarona in the back with much. But we know he's got his Greninja, so I do need to Quiver Dance this turn. And yeah, I think I should be okay here, because if I Mach Punch into the Garchomp, like he can't protect, because I am assuming, unless it's just a really bulky one, I'm assuming it can't protect it. It's got an Assault Vest. Volcarona is free to get a Quiver Dance up, and will be faster than both of his other Pokemon. We know that Greninja doesn't have a Z move as well, or can't use it, because Scizor's just used it. If Garchomp switches into the Greninja, then it's either going to go down to its Focus Sash, or just get knocked out as well. So I think we've got him in a little bit of a pinch here. So I think we should be okay, unless he has got Aerial Ace on his Scizor. That is the biggest concern. But we should survive this rough skin damage. I don't think he'll have Aerial Ace on his Scizor, but you never know. No, he just Bullet Punches into Brilliant, which is fair enough. So now it is a 1-on-2 position, but I am set up. One of his Pokemon is a Scizor as well, but if this Greninja has got a Focus Sash, maybe we could be in some trouble. So you expect it to be Protean, and Hydro Pump, I guess, will be the most damaging thing that it's got. That's likely, you know, it's not going to have Hydro Cannon, is it? Surely. So Scizor doesn't really threaten her at all here, so I can just leave Scizor alone. Scizzor's doing nothing. Like if he Bug Bites, Bullet Punches, whatever into Volcarona, he's just potentially going to be burning himself, really. So I'm going to be Bug Buzzing into the Greninja here, but do I Bug Buzz now, or do I Protect to maybe call out his Greninja's Protect? Like, the Greninja can't set up in any way, can it? If it's got a substitute, Bug Buzz goes through that. It doesn't get Calm Mind or anything like that, does it? So I'm just going to Protect this turn. I suppose Scizor could Swords Dance. I'm just going to Protect Volcarona here. Because if he does protect his Greninja as well, he'll be, I don't know, then he'll be turning himself into a normal type. But, no, he's lost his Dark type now, but that's not so much of a problem for us. It is Knockoff, actually. So he's got Bug Bite and Knockoff and Bullet Punch, and presumably Protect on this Scizor, so it's not going to be Swords Dancing up here. So I'm just going to Bug Buzz into Greninja. It doesn't matter, he's lost his Dark type. You know, +1 Bug Buzz is going to knock Greninja out, or knock it down to its Sash, either way. Yeah, it just knocks it out. So, phew. If it did have a Sash, it was Scald and not the other one, Hydro Pump, and we are at +1 special defense as well. So I think we would have been okay, but you never know. I'm not going to use my Z move here because it takes a lot of time, and I have faith in Volcarona to hit its 90% Heat Wave to knock Scizor out. Even if we miss this one, then we can go for an Inferno Overdrive next turn, can't we? But yeah, we've won this game. Heat Wave, yep, we do hit. Okay, so I've just saved us approximately 5 or 6 seconds, however long the Z move, or 10 seconds, I don't know how it takes a while, doesn't it, actually, the Z move animation. But there we go, we've actually had a game with a Tapu Koko, and we did alright. So we're as we sort of climb the ladder a little bit, we're getting more and more teams that are integrating the new Pokemon from Sun and Moon into their teams a bit more, I guess. So a bit more of a test for this team, I guess, as we do climb. But you know, I mean, it's nice winning and everything, but you know, in a way, you want to lose as well, because then you're seeing what beats the team. Just by looking at it, I know that Tapu Lele will give this team a massive problem. So we'll see if anyone's got one of those. No, they don't. This guy has got a completely steel team, actually. All right, Mr. Optimal Conch, whatever that means. Well, Volcarona, I guess in theory, looks very good here. But he has got Heatran 2. I've got Hidden Power Ground on Cresselia. I mean, he will have, if he's made this mono steel team, he will have some ways of dealing with fire-type Pokemon like Charizard, like Volcarona. So I'm thinking maybe that Excadrill is Choice Scarfed. That's going to be my guess to start off with. But if I just go with Lipard and Volcarona and set up, he doesn't really have any ways to stop that, does he? I mean, if he leads with his Heatran, then that could be a bit of a pain, but would it be too much of a pain? I mean, Lipard is slower than Kartana, which is one of the issues, I suppose. Yeah, we'll just go with Lipard and Volcarona. I do want Cresselia here, and I guess I want Breloom here as well. So let's go with these 4 and see where it takes us. I don't know, the Kartana could be a problem for us. I've not actually played a Kartana with this team yet. So, Mach Punch from Breloom. I mean, it might even be a 3-hit KO. You know, that's got some physical bulk. I'm expecting, like, worst case scenario is a Heatran Excadrill lead. That's what I'm sort of thinking. But no, neither of those Pokemon. It's just Kartana and Scizor. So 2 of his Steel-type Pokemon that are times 4 weak to Volcarona. So Scizor, like we've just been saying in the last game, can get Aerial Ace. Kartana, does it learn anything that can hit Volcarona for any damage? I don't know if it can. Like, surely you can get Aerial Ace as well. You'd imagine it can. So, I'm just thinking if there's any one of these Pokemon that I fake out, you know, have any fake out preferences more than the other, I suppose. I'm going to Quiver Dance here, because I do want to be faster than the Kartana. This is probably Heatran coming in. Yep. So we did fake out the right slot. That's a Balloon Heatran, okay. And Kartana detects, which is fair enough. So this is a situation that I kind of thought that we would get to, but we do have ways of dealing with Heatran in the back. So I'm not too worried here, really. I'm just thinking, like, a Bug Buzz here will knock the Kartana out. We don't have to Heat Wave here, because I don't want to activate the Flash Fire, and it would be a bit of a waste going for an Inferno Overdrive into Kartana as well. If it's Focus Sash, then maybe I could just Encore the Kartana as well, but maybe I foul play the Heatran for a bit of damage as well. I mean, if he has got a Focus Sash, then it will be on the Kartana, won't it? Yeah, I think it will be. So just for that reason, just in case it is a Focus Sash Katana, I'm going to Encore the Katana and Bug Buzz into it. Because if it is Focus Sash, then he could get an Aerial Ace into the Volcarona. But at least doing this, we've made sure that he is not doing any damage to Volcarona with his Katana. Yeah, it is Focus Sash, if you can actually talk. And he gets a double detect, which is wonderful. So, well, and Earth Power. So you have to imagine he was trying to target the Volcarona there. It is the big threat for him. And now I think I bring in Cresselia. And I mean, if I'm greedy, I Quiver Dance again, because then I'm definitely faster than a potential Scarfed Excadrill. Or it is a safe Bug Buzz into the Katana slot, because he did just successfully double detect, and you know, I would be getting a Bug Buzz into that slot definitely. But I think actually I'm going to Quiver Dance again, because I think the threat at this point is Excadrill being Scarfed more than anything else. So Sizzle comes in, which is fine. Do need to remember that Heatran was on a balloon, wasn't it? So I can't just Hidden Power ground it straight away. So if I had Bug Buzz that slot, it would have done a decent amount of damage, but wouldn't have really got us too far. And he went for an Earth Power into the Life Pit there, which is interesting. So, does it actually show us anywhere? Like, it's not showing us on the bottom screen that Heatran's on the balloon. Maybe it'll show us on one of these blue things that flash up. Maybe not, but no. So, I'm going to Icy Wind here, because Heatran could be faster than Cresselia. And I'm going to use my Z move now into Sizzle, because I don't want to activate its Flash Fire. So Sizzle does Bullet Punch, fair enough. Get some damage into the Cresselia there. Some decent damage, actually. That's a Life Orb Sizzle. And this might seem like overkill, going for a +2 Inferno Overdrive into Sizzle, but I mean, it is overkill, isn't it? But it's just so we don't activate the Flash Fire boost, and the +2 Bug Buzz isn't going to knock Sizzle out. And, you know, like I said, I did go to +2 just because I'm thinking maybe the Excadrill is Scarfed, and if it is Jolly Max Speed, it is potentially going to be faster than this Volcarona as well. I don't want to go down to a Rock Slide. And Heatran is faster than Cresselia there, so I was right to Earth Power, to Icy Wind it here. Okay, so that was the worry going for Icy Wind, that I could miss it. But if I'd gone for a Psychic instead, I could have gone for a Hidden Power Ground this next turn. But, and here is the Excadrill actually. Well, we know it's not Sash, because the Katana was Sash, and we do have to Heat Wave now, so we've got to activate the Flash Fire boost. I'm really curious why this Heatran is just going for Earth Powers. So thankfully we do hit this move. This is the one move that we did need to hit. And no Aqua Berry, not that it would have helped it survive as well. We are at +2 now. So Excadrill definitely down. He shouldn't just be Earth Powering. Yeah, he should be doing more with his Heatran here. Icy Wind does hit this time, and we'll be able to finish it off with a Hidden Power Ground, or bring it most of the way down with a Hidden Power Ground next turn anyway. So yeah, there's the Air Balloon popping. It wasn't just my imagination that the Heatran had an Air Balloon. So there you go. This is what happens when you use a Mono Steel team, I guess. I don't know, like if you're going to use a Mono Steel team, you would have to check things like Volcarona and Charizard harder than this guy has. Heatran is obviously a very good check to them, but I don't know. Excadrill, maybe it was Scarfed, maybe, you know, you never know. But I mean, we've just got some safe moves here. We can just Hidden Power Ground into the Heatran and Bug Buzz into the Katana, because it is 100% accurate, and make sure it goes down. So that guy didn't play that well, to be completely honest. Yeah, the Heatran was just Earth Powering. You know, I'd given him a Flash Fire boost. He should have been Heat Waving. It still does, you know, does more damage to Volcarona anyway, doesn't it? So, you know, it is Wednesday. Ooh, this is an extra special fancy Wednesday, isn't it? You know, for whatever reason. So let's look for a third game and see if we can. We'll see if we can climb a bit more. I mean, the Battle Spot ladder is going to be resetting very soon, I'm sure. London is coming up very soon as well. I do think that the Battle Spot ladder, like the official Battle Spot ladder, is going to be down the week leading up to London as well. So that's going to be interesting. That's lovely timing for us, isn't it? But here we go. This guy's got a pretty high rating, and he's got a Celesteela as well, and Kangaskhan. I haven't seen the Kangaskhan for a while. But how shall we go about this? I suppose one good thing about Thundurus is it had taunt. I could taunt things like Amoonguss and Clefairy. This Clefairy could be a problem. And, yeah, it could Thunder Wave things like Volcarona as well, but I don't know, Raikou looks okay here, doesn't it? I suppose it just depends on if his Landorus is scarfed or not, but if it is, we'll be able to see because Raikou does have pressure. So in which case do we go with Lipid and Raikou? I think we will. But I think we do want Aerodactyl. Definitely. We get around Follow Me for the Volcarona and everything. And I think Breloom too. But then if we don't take Volcarona, we are... Yeah, we're not taking Volcarona. We're really reliant on Raikou here to take care of the Celesteela. I mean, if we lose our Raikou, then what can we hit Celesteela with? Foul Play from Lipid, do maybe about 20% to it. Mach Punch from Breloom, do maybe about 15-20% to it. And what was the other one? Aerodactyl. Yeah, Rock Slide from Aerodactyl will probably do similar again. So, yeah, we do need to watch out for his Celesteela. He might not have brought it, because I have got Volcarona and Raikou. But, what should we do here? I mean, I could double into the Kangaskhan. If the Volcarona goes to a cover dance, I can encore it, but I don't think he will. I think he'll probably just knock the Lipid out with the Bug Buzz, but would he then just fake out into Raikou? I think I am going to double into this Kangaskhan, because a double of a Foul Play and Thunderbolt I think should knock it out. But yeah, he Mega Evolves. I think he's going to fake out my Raikou. But we'll see. I think we're probably going to be exchanging, really. Yeah, about half, just over half to his Kangaskhan for my Lipid here, which is not really a good trade. And yeah, that is just over half. And actually, it's a Z move. It's the fire one. Maybe he's doing... Well, surely he's doing this into the Raikou then. Which is interesting. I mean, if I'd protected Raikou there... obviously hindsight is very good. It would have been looking pretty good. But now, we've lost our Raikou. And... if he... Oh no! He apparently hasn't got Bug Buzz. Alright. Well, I was going to say, now we've lost our Raikou. His Celesteela is going to be a big pain for us. But... apparently he doesn't have Bug Buzz, because a Bug Buzz would have just knocked Lipid out. So maybe this is Giga Drain on Volcarona. I think we can make that assumption at this point. But I mean, we're in a decent position, aren't we? I can just Rock Slide and Thunderbolt into the Kangaskhan, and we'll be okay. Surely the Landorus comes in though. So maybe I Rock Slide and Hidden Power into one of those slots, but that would be a bit of a call. I just think this is the sort of turn where you need to make the calls. So yeah, I am going to Rock Slide here, but at the same time, do I Thunderbolt? Do I Hidden Power? Or do I Substitute? I have got a Substitute on this Raikou. I just think that this is going to be the turn that he plays defensively with his Kangaskhan. Surely it is. So I am going to Substitute here. Because, you know, I can just double into the Kangaskhan and knock it out. So this is probably Celesteela coming in. If he doesn't protect or withdraw his Kangaskhan, so it's probably Landorus coming in now. Yep, it is. Then we could flinch him, but Aerodactyl's at -1 now, and we are behind a Substitute, which is really good. So Substitute actually working out for us here, and I'm glad I went for it. So, like I was saying, that is the sort of turn that you do need to take advantage of. I lost one of my Pokemon. I still am surprised he didn't knock my Raikou out there, but Rock Slide misses a Celesteela, unfortunately, but that's not too much of a problem. Life Orb Thunderbolt might not knock Celesteela out. We don't know if this Landorus is Scarfed or not as well. We have got Wide Guard on Aerodactyl too, but I've got Brillium in the back. So I need to keep Aerodactyl safe for his Volcarona, definitely. But do I Thunderbolt here, or do I Hidden Power here? I think the Celesteela's happy enough to Heavy Slam here, I think. So this could be just sacrificing Brillium here. I'm going to go for a Hidden Power into the Raikou. If it is Scarfed, I will be losing my Substitute, but at least I will still have my Raikou around. If it's not Scarfed, I'll be faster, and if it's not Assault Vested, we'll knock it out. And we knock it out, okay. So it could have been Z move on the Landorus there. I think he is just Heavy Slamming into what was the Aerodactyl though. That would make sense. Yeah. So Brillium gonna down. Oh, well, all right. I was gonna say gonna go down to a Sash, but that did suspiciously little damage really. Brillium's not bulky. Heavy Slam is a massive attack. You know, base 120, isn't it? Coming from Celesteela on pretty much most things. So yeah, interesting. That. Like, it's not Intimidated or anything. We haven't got Intimidate on this team. So, I guess it's just a really bulky Celesteela. You would imagine... Well, what would you imagine? I mean, if Volcarona has got Bug Buzz, then obviously you can do that through the Substitute. But I really don't think it will. Because, well, it's bringing it out. If he did have Bug Buzz, there was no reason for him to go for the Inferno Overdrive, unless he really, really thought my Liepard was going to switch out there. So surely he's going to Heat Wave here. You'd think he's going to Heat Wave, wouldn't you? So if I protect Raikou, let Brillium go down, I can just Rock Slide, Thunderbolt to knock both of these Pokemon out. His Kangaskhan is at pretty low HP as well. So, I think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to try and Spore into the Volcarona and protect Raikou here. But if he has got Bug Buzz and he goes for it now, then I'll be putting him to sleep. But he surely has not got Bug Buzz. Like, I have already made that assumption. He's got Flamethrower actually, so no Heat Wave. So Brillium does go down, which is fair enough. Like, unless Celesteela's got Substitute, I think we're okay. No, he just tries to Heavy Slam again, which is fair enough. So now, I mean, if he's got Wide Guard on his Celesteela, then he can Wide Guard and break my Raikou's Substitute with Flamethrower. But if not, it's just a Rock Slide to knock Volcarona out, do a bit of chip damage to Celesteela, hopefully put it in range of Thunderbolt knocking it out. So this is a situation that he has got Wide Guard. This is a situation that I sort of played into his having. So that's interesting then. So Thunderbolt, I'm hoping, is going to knock Celesteela out. But yeah, I didn't think it would. And he Quiver Dances. Ooh. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Quiver Dance, Flamethrower. You would expect Protect as well. It is surely Giga Drain. He hasn't got any Grass Pokemon on his team. I'm going to say it's Giga Drain. So, it's not Bug Buzz at all. So, now, what do we do? I could Tailwind. Or I could just Rock Slide again. I mean, if I just Tailwind here and Thunderbolt into the Celesteela, that can't go too wrong, can it? I suppose it could go wrong with the Kangaskhan coming in. If I just Rock Slide here, if he does Wide Guard, it'll still be... Yeah, I'm going to Tailwind here. And Thunderbolt into the Celesteela. So I'm going to be losing my substitute here to a Flamethrower. So it is Giga Drain, yeah. So there we go. That was Assumptions 101 for you, by how he played that turn 1. So Tailwind. Okay, so we're still back to being faster than everything now. And the Thunderbolt into Celesteela will knock it out. Now though, Aerodactyl doesn't have Protect on it. And Raikou is definitely in Sucker Punch range as well. Ooh, this is close. Definitely close. Let's think this through then. If I do protect Raikou, the worst thing he could do is Fake Out. I mean, if he doesn't Fake Out into Aerodactyl, like, I can't protect Aerodactyl here, so I am definitely Rock Sliding here. So that, I'm not questioning that at all. So I'm definitely Rock Sliding. So if he doesn't Fake Out into Aerodactyl, he's losing his Volcarona. So he does need to Fake Out the Aerodactyl. So if he does Fake Out the Aerodactyl, I am in Tailwind still. A Thunderbolt might, and I'm hoping, just knock the Kangaskhan out. Because we are in Tailwind, we are faster than Volcarona. So yeah, I'm not going to protect here. He might try and predict me to protect. In some way, he might Fake Out the Raikou, perhaps. But I don't think I need to make any calls like that. He does Fake Out. It is into the Raikou, so maybe he really thought that I would protect my Aerodactyl there. So I do need to hit some. I need to hit 2 Rock Slides basically on his Kangaskhan, or Sky Drop. Is Kangaskhan light enough to Sky Drop? I'm just gonna look that up because I'm cheeky like that. I should know this, and I do think you can Sky Drop it, but I'm just gonna make double sure. Yeah, Kangaskhan. It's 80 kilograms, so you can definitely Sky Drop it. So I'm pretty sure it's in Sky Drop range. So let's Sky Drop you. Yeah, it's forfeit. Fantastic. Okay, so Tailwind's coming through for us again there. So some interesting games again. And yeah, still haven't come across something that's just flattened us yet. We will. I'm sure we will at some point. But I hope you've enjoyed this. 3 games today. So please like the video, comment, and all the rest of it too. I hope you're enjoying seeing me use Lipo and Breloom again. So thanks, guys, and goodbye for now. I'll see you on Friday.